All right, so we got to react to this video that Nate just dropped on his channel. He actually just dropped it a few hours ago. This is actually the second video that he dropped. He dropped another video a couple days ago, and we dropped the reaction video yesterday. So if you guys have not checked out the reaction video I dropped yesterday, definitely go check it out. I explained the difference between buying a car and winning a car, and then we actually didn't even finish out that video. But he dropped a second video today, this video right here, where he's addressing the whole $30,000 and the commotion and the backlash that happened actually from what CJ on 32's dropped in his video. So we're going to jump right into this and react to this one. And like I said, we got to finish out the other video, the original one, right? But let's check out this this second video right here.
I really feel like somebody conjured up their own belief of what my video, because I had to go back and watch my own video, y'all. And I said, well, I can see where everybody's taking the negative at, because one, I'm not exuding happiness or come up in my video, because again, y'all, it's not my video. So, and two, I really believe whoever showed CJ that video came from it from a negative standpoint to him, showed it to him. I don't believe CJ watched the video, and I really don't care, but I just feel like that man's got so much shit going on in his life that he ain't got time to sit down and watch no video of mine. If he did, he did. If he didn't, he did.
Well, we all know, most of us know, who sent the video to CJ on 32's. I also don't think CJ on 32's just found the video, right? CJ on 32's is pretty busy. And this video is actually, not this one, but the original one, was not even titled with CJ on 32. So you had to know, or somebody had to tell you what the video was and the channel name. So you had to get some real insight. And I got that information, but I was actually overseas. So I also believe what he says is true, that somebody sent the video to CJ on 32's, and then CJ on 32's made that comment. And I know he was talking about this guy because of the whole mention about the $30,000, right? And it's so confusing because they make it seem like dude bought a car, and it's not his. He's not the winner. It looks like his daughter's mother is the winner, something like that.
I don't give a fuck, for real, I don't. But I really feel like somebody brought him that video in a negative light, and it rubbed him the wrong way. Now, I will say this. I know for a fact he wasn't talking solely about me. He was talking about me and somebody else. So somebody else rubbed him the wrong way and tried to tell him how to do his raffles. My nigga, I ain't never tried to tell no another man, especially a nigga that got money. I look up to guys that is doing the YouTube, and I'm a student of the game. You know what I mean? I'm just now.
And I don't even think dude was I don't think this guy was actually bad mouthing CJ or the giver. He was just giving you guys information that I actually told you guys. We talked about this a little while ago, and I told you that if you win a car, it don't matter if it's CJ's car or some other channel's cars, but the difference is the other guys, right, like Street Speed 717, who actually is notoriously known for doing these car giveaways way before CJ, has given away cars plus money. Cars plus money. There's a bunch of other channels that give away cars, and they give you $50,000 on top of that because they know what's going to come with it, right? There's income taxes. CJ, we're going to check out his video, right, because it don't seem like he explained it. I think CJ is also confused because he's looking at it from his perspective of buying cars. Buying cars is different than winning cars.
Right before the Rick Ross car show, that's when I started. And I thought I was going to blow. I was like, yeah, I'm going to go and I'm going to do this content at the Rick Ross car show. But little did I know there's 1,000 people doing content. So that's what hurt me. But like I said, if y'all go back a couple videos ago of mine, like I've said a few times, I mean, yeah, would I like to get monetized and make it big? Hell yeah. I'm an old nigga in this game trying to do it. But I feel like the hustle, the driving me is what's going to get me there. And if it don't, I'm going to be all right in this. I'm not tripping either way. I told myself I was going to give myself a good year.
See, I think what happened is we know, right? Some of us know, well, I guess most of us know how CJ probably even came across this video because of the other channel that does the reactions. They probably sent it to CJ, and then CJ made that comment in his video or whatever. And it's because these channels don't even do the research, right? They just go on what CJ says, and they think CJ is going to say everything 100%. And see, I don't even think CJ knows how the giveaway shit works, because for a while they were doing it on Raffle Creator, and I was like, yo, what you guys are doing is wrong. You can't be doing these kind of giveaways on Raffle Creator. You got to do it on an actual platform. And then it's only when Gabe switched over, right? Only when Gabe switched over that CJ decided to hop on. So when Gabe switched over, because Gabe was like, his people were probably telling him, nah, you gotta steer away from that Raffle Creator shit. That shit ain't legit. The way it's set up and all that, it ain't it. And that's probably how CJ got onto the platform, because he's on the same company that Gabe is on. But I don't even think he knows the side of the buyer from the winner, because he thinks like, oh, the winner is, he treats the winner like a buyer. It's like, nah, that's not the same thing. I think maybe they think of it like that because of jumping the titles. So I guess on Raffle Creator, and the way these other guys on Raffle Creator do it, is that they probably tell the winners, don't register the car in your name and sell the car to somebody else. Don't even mention anything of your name on the title. And then the person that buys the car from you will have to register it and pay just the sales tax. That's the only way I can see it happening. But the winner is actually, because if somebody gets caught up with the jumping of titles, that winner is going to get dragged right into the middle of it. And they're going to discover the whole thing.
Trying to do YouTube. If it works, it works. If it don't, it don't. But I'm at this point where I've invested in cameras and laptops and all types of shit that I'm going to keep pushing. I'm going to keep pushing through this. Like, and what gets me is y'all roll for CJ so hard in my comments that nobody took the time out to think, wait a minute, why would this guy come out and lie like that? In CJ's video, if y'all notice, he talked about purchasing a car. We're not talking about purchasing a car, y'all. We're talking about the taxes on the car that you have to pay anytime you win something. So if I won...
Exactly. And that's what people and it's not all people. Let me get that correct. It's not all people. Like, most people that actually have won shit know this stuff already. It's because a lot of people don't probably win shit or buy shit either. That's the majority of the people in the comments, right? They haven't even bought shit in their life, and they haven't won shit. So therefore they're just going off what this channel says and what that other channel says, and they're so confused. They think everything is about a sales tax. It ain't about no damn sales tax. You got to pay federal taxes. And even when I outlined it in the last video, which is part of the platform that CJ is using, in the official rules, it clearly states it. But I don't think most people even watched the entire video. So go back and watch that video in its entirety before you jump into the comments and say stupid stuff, because I actually showed you that the platform, the sweepstakes company, is actually going to take your Social Security, and they're going to report it, and they're going to give you a 1099. Anytime you get a 1099, guess what? You got to pay taxes, because 1099 is not like a W-2. This is how I know people are so, like, there's a lot of people that haven't owned shit in their life, haven't won shit, have no clue how anything really works. I guess they just sit home and live off government checks or something like that, because it's got to be like the dumbest of the dumbest that get in the comments talking about, oh, I don't know about no 30,000. Well, dummy, how about you do some research? Jesus.
And what gets me is y'all roll for CJ so hard in my comments that nobody took the time out to think, wait a minute, why would this guy come out and lie like that? In CJ's video, if y'all notice, he talked about purchasing a car. We're not talking about purchasing a car, y'all. We're talking about the taxes on the car that you have to pay anytime you win something. So if I won the lottery, which is, and I do play the lottery, if I won the lottery right now, which is like 200 million, you know how much of that they're going to take from me? It's the same thing, y'all. I don't know why all y'all in my comments didn't think about what y'all was.
And it's not even on lottery and millions. Like if you make, let's just go to the extreme, right? If you make $250,000 a year, right? If you generate $250,000 a year in income, you're going to be in the highest bracket. All right. Well, I think if you make $1 million, it's a little higher than that. But if you're at 250, they're taking almost 50, I think it's like 51 or 52% taxes. So if you win anything, it won't even feel like you won shit. That's like when you're at a certain bracket and you make certain kind of income, like even if you win $100,000 car, it's going to seem like nothing because you're going to almost have to give up more than half of it in taxes because you already generated $250,000 a year. Now, if you generate $1 million a year, which is not a lot of people, then that $100,000 car is worthless. It ain't going to do anything. It's just going to be like you got a car, but you're going to practically have to give up almost $100,000 in taxes, more than that too. So for some people, it doesn't even like, unless you make like $10, $20, $30, $40,000 a year and you win $100,000 car, that's the only way I can see it where it looks like you got something, right? Because at $150,000 and you're making like $30,000 salary, and then he actually posts this stuff, which is, I guess it's confusing to many, but I think where most people are probably at is probably they're making like $30,000 a year. So then they look at their life. I make 30, I win a car for 100. It's not a lot of taxes, and it is. You're gonna pay like 20, 30,000 easily, even if you're making only 30 a year from whatever job you do. Adding another $100,000 car and income is going to generate about like 25 to 30,000. Now, if you're making $500,000 a year, which is, I know not a lot of people watching CJ are making $500,000, that car is going to be worthless. Like it will be irrelevant. Like you won't feel like you want shit because you're going to have to give up the entire car basically to pay the taxes because your income is already originally too high. But people are like, it's crazy.
It tells you that you have to pay taxes. Now, I don't have it in front of me, but it says anywhere between $23,000 and $38,000 that you have to pay on.
Y'all heard that? $28,000 to $38,000. $38,000 in taxes. And we're just talking about federal taxes. We're not even talking about state. We ain't even talking about some of the other stuff, right? It gets pretty wild. So it doesn't seem like a lot. And this is why other channels give you $60K plus a car, which I don't know why CJ ain't doing. But we're going to drop a part 2, man, because this is crazy. This is